everybody, it's Mark Moyu, back at College Quickies. I know we haven't seen each other for a long time. That's okay, that's what school does to you. So today, I'm here to present to you a Carnival Quickie workout. It's Carnival time, everybody's trying to get fit, but we have no money. Everybody's broke, everybody's spending money in the costumes, going to fetes and whatnot. So I definitely want to share a 7-minute circuit with you so that you have no excuses in getting fit this Carnival season. And basically what the circuit is, it's 7 exercises done back to back. You're doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and you do 2 minutes rest in between. When you first begin, you should attempt to go for 2 circuits or 2 7-minute circuits with a 2-minute rest. And then as you progress, you go up to 3 circuits. At the end of the day, you do 3 circuits back to back with 2 minutes rest. You're going to have a 27-minute workout. So you can do this after running or whatever it is that you feel, and it's just definitely a great way to spice up the exercise program. This video is not a harp on other exercise programs such as P90X or Insanity or any other workout or a substitute for an actual personal trainer. This is just my way of sharing my knowledge with you so that you can better your life by your own choice. And so I'm going to walk you through the 7 exercises and you're going to learn. But my main thing is when I look at all these P90X videos, Insanity and all these things, all of these people are really, really fit. They're cut, you know, and when they're doing the exercises, it seems like they're doing it so fluently and effortlessly and it's almost as easy. And they make it look like nothing. And when I'm actually doing it, I'm like, dude, I'm tired, I'm burned, you know what I mean? And I'm really feeling, but that shows on my face and it doesn't show on their face. So I attempted to do this with some of my friends who are not constantly active, and I also did it with my mom, who's 54 years old, so hence there's no excuse for anyone out there in terms of the exercise. So I'm going to ask you to challenge yourself this Carnival season. Try the workout. If you don't want to try it, that's fine. Let me know. First exercise that you're going to do in the circuit is your squats. So when you're aligning yourself with the squats, the main thing in squats is that you want to make sure that your knee is not going to pass your toes. So a lot of people when they squat, their knees pass their toes and they complain about pain in their knees. So you want to have your knees not going past your toes. So if I drop a line, it's going to go straight directly to the front of my toe. So the main thing is you want to keep your back straight, your core is engaged, so you're wrapped up. And then the first cue is to push your hips back. So a nice way, if you've never done squats before, you can have a chair. So you push your hips back, and as you lower down, keeping your back straight, engaging your core, protecting your lower back. Touch, and then come up. Notice that my knees are not passing my toes. Notice that my hips come forward, my knees pass my toes. And then I come up. Come down, touch, and up. Down, touch, and come up. And you can have a chair, and then you actually sit, and come up. If that's your safety, that's a great place to start. If you can't do it, if you have lower back injuries or anything else, I don't advise squats. You can always do some other leg press type of motion. The next exercise we're going to do is your standing obliques. So basically you want to move your opposite knee to your opposite elbow. So you're going to lift that knee, bring it to your elbow, and down. Lift your knee, bring it to your elbow, and you're moving. And you're focusing on connecting this X through here. So as you move, 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 and you just get going. Then we get into push-ups. I hear a lot of people complain, especially women, that they can't do a push-up, and that's fine. It doesn't matter where you are, the point is that you want to actually just get going. So the main thing that you want to focus on when you're doing your push-up is focus on the pectoralis major muscles. That's where you're pushing from, your anterior deltoids, right in front here. Your triceps, obviously. But when you do a push-up, you want to make sure that your elbow does not come behind your body. When you see people doing push-ups and the elbow comes behind their body, and also when you do bench press as well, you bring your shoulder into the red zone. So in here, I am in the green zone. The moment that I get here, I'm in the yellow zone. The moment that my shoulder goes behind my body, I move my elbow goes behind my body, I move my shoulder into the red zone. So you want to stay away from the red zone and up. So stay right here, push up. And that's where you want to be in your push-up. Okay? So when you're lining up, you want to have your hands about slightly wider than your shoulders, and you're lined up, come down and up. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out, in, out. As simple as that. Your modifications, when you're lining up, when you're doing your push-up, you don't want to have your butt in the air on low. You want to come down and up, down and up. If you want to make it tougher, you go down, bring it up, and you just keep adding. If you're not able to do that, you can always do a modified push-up, come onto your knees, walk your hands forward a bit more, down and up. Notice that my elbow is not going behind my body. My elbow is not behind my body. So this is your correct form. The moment that my elbow moves behind my body, it becomes dangerous for your shoulders. So always be careful about what you're doing. And always straight, right? Now we're going to get into lunges. So when you're doing your lunges, the main thing, just like in squats, you want to make sure that your front knee isn't passing your toes. That's going to injure your knees. So you want to make sure your knee, so just walk your foot forward. In your squats, you have your weight over the center of your body. And you're simply dropping this back knee. So I drop this knee, I don't touch it before, I drop the knee, and then I push up with this leg. Boom. The next cue, you don't want to lock your leg. So you want to bring it to this point where you're not locking your leg, because it's bad for your joints. Come up, and you just move. From the other side, you want to focus on your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads. You align, you drop that knee, push up, and you should just feel it. So you're just pushing with this leg. This back leg has no weight on it. And you're just pushing with this front leg. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you feel it all in your glutes, your hams, and you should feel the burn of this leg. So you just switch to your other leg. Next exercise is a downward dog with fire hydrants. Basically what that is, you're going to align yourself, walk your hands forward, walk your knees back. Sink into your child's pose, lift your butt up in the air. So you're going to lift your leg up, bring it in, open it out, and bring it in. And that's 1. So you go up, in, out, in. 1. Up, in, out, in. 2. Up, in, out, in. That's where you want to focus. If it's too much weight, if it's too much for you to bear weight on your hands, come down to your hands and knees, and then you're just lifting. So you're using your glutes to lift your leg. Lift that leg up. Bring it in, bring it out, bring it in. That's 1. 2, in, out, in. So now you're going to do side squats. Side squats have the same alignment properties of regular squats in that your knee does not pass your toes. It's the same. Hand on your chest, you can have your hands up. If you can keep your back straight, engage your core. This is always strong, otherwise you're going to hurt your lower back. So the same, so when you're doing side squats, stand up here, squat, bring yourself back. 2, step on that leg, push off with this leg. Step on, push off. If you're afraid to try with a chair behind you. So then I step, touch your chair, come back. Step, touch your chair, come back. It's a very safe way, or you can always have someone spot you if you think you're going to fall. And the same type of alignment, when you move this side, you want to make sure that your knee isn't passing your toes. So you just touch. And your last exercise, you can make simple jumping jacks. 1, 2, so you start here, you go up, down, up, down, up, down. To make it harder, you jump and you squat. So to conclude, those are your 7 exercises that you're going to do. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, and move directly into the other exercise. As I said before, you just decrease your rest time, increase the amount of exercise time that you're doing, and take the modifications that I've given you and actually use them to make the exercises a bit easier. So before we conclude, I just want to give you a little bit of tips on the exercise program and the exercise development. When you're exercising, if you are comfortable while you're exercising, you're not going to see any meaningful results. It's as simple as that. Exercise is meant to take you out of your comfort zone so that your body is under stress and strain, or your body is asked to do something different, and then your body adapts. And that adaptation is losing weight, gaining muscle, and all of those things. So always remember that while you work out, you should be challenged, and it's okay to be tired, it's okay to be winded, and that's how you move through your program, and that's how you continue to get fit. And the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out. Remember to focus on your fitness, not your weight, and that's where you're going to see your most results the fastest. And I want to leave you with one last thought for the day. If I told you that I'm going to give you $10 million, No conditions whatsoever. I'm just giving you $10 million, no taxes, you don't have to pay shit. And I give you that, would you take it? So if you said yes, that's good. Now, if I asked you, if I'm going to give you that same amount of money, but I'm going to give you $0 to $1,000 a day, depending on how you worked out, would you still take that money? At the end of the time, you're going to have $10 million. So if you said yes to that question, that's exactly what your fitness journey and getting fit is like. So each day, if you go out, you stick to your programs, you eat right, you go to bed, you get your rest, and you do the right things, you get paid. And at some point, you would have just looked over and hey, I have 10 million fitness dollars. And your body's going to feel great, and before you know it, you're going to be fit. So you have to take it one day at a time. You can't just say, well, I'm going to lose 26 pounds in a year. No, break it down into weeks, break it down into months. What are your goals, how fast you want to run, and all of those things that I've spoken about before. And yeah, so I'll leave that thought with you. So next time you're at work, like, oh gosh, I don't want to go and work out, blah, 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 blah. Just say, hey, I need to get paid today, right? So you go pay yourself that money and do yourself right for your body. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please leave your comments, good things in a good way. And yeah, so enjoy yourself in the mass, because you never know, it could be your last. Take care, folks. Come on, boy, pick it up. That's good. Breathe up. Go. Let's go. 1, 2. 8 seconds. That's good. Remember, you're pushing on your right leg. One leg up, into your chest, out to the side. Back in, up, into your chest, out to the side. In, up, out. Up. Into your chest, back side. 1, 2. That's it. 8 seconds. Alright. Come on, Mom. Come on. 10 seconds. That's it. Come on. Push it. Come on. 5 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Done.